There are a few sets that take a staple on my desk, and this is one of them. The LEGO 76239 Batmobile Tumbler Scarecrow Showdown. That is a long name for a vehicle. This is the first time that LEGO has given us the Dark Knight Batman Begins version of this tumbler. We've had some of the sets with Bane and from the third movie where we've gotten tumblers, but this is the best LEGO Batmobile playscale set in my opinion, because I prefer the tumbler over your standard, 1982, whatever be it, version of the Batmobile you want to talk about. I did not grow up with Michael Keaton or Adam West or any of those Batmans. My first Batman movie was Batman Begins, and this is nostalgia. This is awesome. Let's talk about it. This set went for $39.99 in the US. It is now retired. It came out in 2021. If you didn't pick this up, you can still buy this new in box for like 35 bucks. It's not a rare set. A lot of people got it, and I think you should pick it up. It's got a lot of great features. It looks fantastic. But before we get into it, let's jump into the figures. This set does only have two figures, that being the first one, which is Batman. Now, this is something that LEGO doesn't do ever. This is the only time I've ever seen LEGO do something like this. Now, granted, I don't know all the LEGO sets, but from my experience, this is the first time I've ever seen LEGO give a minifigure two heads for a single minifigure. So taking a look at the Batman here, this is not a particularly fancy Batman figure. It is lacking leg printing, arm printing, but the overall chest print is super highly detailed, and it looks very accurate to the Batman Begins Batman suit, as well as the back print also looks fantastic. The drum lacquered belt shimmer looks fantastic. Funny enough, Batman also has two prints, is dual printed. So we've got a smirking print and then a frown print on the Batman character. And then if you change the head, the kind of the monster face that Scarecrow sees in Batman, you can see that looks really cool for this Batman. And this might be the only time they've done something like this for a Batman figure. Batman does also come with his grapple and his batarang. Pretty standard stuff for Batman. Albeit this is not nearly as good as something you get with like the UCS Tumbler or the Batmobile, where they've got the hyper detailed leg printing, arm printing, all that. But for a $40 Batman, I really appreciate the detail that they did put into the torso. The first Batman suit was not all that crazy, but he does look pretty good. Then we've got Scarecrow. Now this Scarecrow figure is awesome. Outside of the lack of leg and arm printing, the front of the torso print looks fantastic. It matches right up with the head print, which is the Scarecrow mask. And then when you come around back, the back printing goes right along with that, and the backside print on the Scarecrow mask also looks fantastic. And he's also got a little green stud shooter, so he can shoot the Scarecrow poison out against Batman. So that's pretty cool there. Overall, on these figures, I really do enjoy them. I think Batman could have been a little bit better, but I'd probably give it like a 6 out of 10, 7 out of 10 for the figures. The extra head on Batman definitely brings that up. Probably a good 8 out of 10 for those. Now down to the star of the show. One thing I really do like about these $40, $50 sets, a lot of the times your set gets a lot of love. I mean, sometimes they don't, but sometimes they do. And I think this tumbler is absolutely the star of the show. As it being my favorite Batmobile, it just looks fantastic. Now, my only gripe, and most people always gripe about how Batman sets don't have enough black. I agree. There's light gray, dark gray, dark gray, dark gray, dark gray. I like the gold accents, that's good. But eventually, I will buy the replacement parts and black out this set. It would be phenomenal. The under design of this set, the way they got these side pieces to curve and kind of flare out around the back tires, everything was so meticulously thought out when designing this. The designer who designed this, man, needs to be paid more, because this is fantastic. There are a couple of play features, and normally I don't love stud shooters since I do display models, but they are integrated so well, you don't notice. So when you look at the front, there is a stud shooter on the side of each tire. So we can go. That was disappointing. Anyway, yeah, there's a stud shooter on each tire, and they put golden studs, so it just looks like a part of the design. I think it looks fantastic. You could also, if you wanted to, put clear studs and make it like the headlights, because the tumbler does have a variety of headlights on it. Then as we go back, the top opens, so you can fit your batarang, Batman, the extra head for Batman. There's seats for two minifigures, so you can put Batman in there and Scarecrow, no problem. The two control units that are in there do have stickers, which is a little unfortunate. Would have loved to have seen those those printed. There are stickers on the outside as well. There's not any printed elements on this set, which is kind of unfortunate, but the stickers do look nice and I appreciate those details. There's not an absolute incredible way to put Batman's grapple into the Batmobile, so I just kind of stuff it into the side, which works just fine. I mean, I don't really have any problem with that. If I had a Jimmy Fallon figure, I could put him in here, and then if I had a Napoleon Dynamite figure, I could stick him in here with the mask of Batman off. Great little short. Loved it. LEGO used a variety of building techniques to achieve the desired shapes, and some of them being Technic pieces, which I really appreciate because it adds that level of detail that they could have done with plates, but the Technic pieces do such a great job. These two winged pieces, these wing tips that come right on the back of the tumbler here, they just fit so perfectly. They fit right behind this little bar piece and it just fits right in. This thing just looks menacing. The tires on the back, the large tires, absolutely fantastic. They do have your booster on the back, kind of your detail piece here. Now I know in a lot of LEGO sets when you would drive your Batmobile, you have a flame that comes out and it spins. They didn't do anything like that with this one, but for me, that's okay. I'm okay with that. I don't need Technic spinning rods. I would prefer the highly detailed design over having a flame that spins out the back, as I think this is more of a display set than an actual play set. I mean, you can play with it. You got the good guy, the bad guy. It's great for kids. It's built really well. Rides fantastic. And one thing I thought that was really cool was the way that LEGO designed this center console with 3 windshield pieces, mind you. So this is built off of hinges to get this angle, which looks so good. And it gives you so much room inside of the tumbler that this is just a phenomenal set. Every little detail. And everything just works so fluidly together. And Batman fits with his helmet, which a lot of times can be a struggle. You know, you want to put your figure into the set, but then your figure doesn't quite fit because, well, the Batman horns are too tall. And that's kind of unfortunate, you know? But on this set, Batman fits right down in, closes up perfectly fine, no problems. If you guys don't own this, I highly recommend picking it up, even used. It's fantastic. Such a great display model. Eventually, I will get myself a UCS tumbler. But until then, this one is a staple on my desk. This set, for me, and the nostalgia that it brings and the playability and the design and the details and everything that LEGO packed into this is like a 9 out of 10 Batman set for me. A couple of things with the figures they could have fixed. Maybe if there's a little more black. I don't like this light gray on the back. That's kind of unfortunate. But LEGO was so close to nailing this right on the head to make this a 10 out of 10. Overall, I mean, just phenomenal. I really love it. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below. Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, guys. And I'll catch you later.